And welcome into the Coach Lee Davis Red Raider football show. Coach, 49-6 win over Warren County last night. Had to make you feel good and recharge the batteries, didn't it?
It did. It's a good win, a region win, and that's what we needed, and it's a good win.
You entered the game, of course, Warren County is a regional game. You stayed on them early and often. Defense seemed to have put a complete game today, and I want you to talk a little bit about it, being able to do that in a situation, in a live game situation, to be able to kind of exercise as many of your options, get kids out on the field, make sure you're running your plays the way you want to, try some things, try some stuff on defense, make sure your kicking game is working. How does this game help your team go through the rest of the season? We're at the midway point right now.
Well, I think a good example of that is after the game, the coaching staff got together and we sit down, and I forgot who it was, but somebody said, finally, after all these years, all the practices, all the weeks we've played, finally it all comes together. We all play well, and this is the product that we put on the field.
You had a massive halftime lead. We had two guys in triple-digit yardage-wise, and D'Angelo Rozier almost 200 yards, and two scores?
Three, I think.
3 scores, and Christopher Murray had 100. We had 143 yards on Saturday Independent, and a couple scores and one on kick return on a onside kick. Just heads-up play, and the team, the guys kind of seemed to be just ready to play ball last night.
They were having fun. I mean, if you looked at pregame, they were smiling, they were jumping around, they weren't nervous, they knew it was expected, and they had fun. And that's kind of what we've been preaching since day one when all the coaches walked through the door was, let's have fun. Put fun back in the program. Don't make it so much business anymore.
I was talking to one of your seniors during the game, and the difference between last week's loss at Independence and last night's game, I asked him, I said, what was the difference? I said, why can't y'all go play Independence like a powerhouse like you did Warren County? And he just said, it's just what we've been used to around here. We've been forever programmed to think that, before you got here, that we've got certain teams we can beat and certain teams we can't. There are teams we're supposed to win against and teams that we're not supposed to win again, and that's how it is. And he said getting rid of that mold has really been the struggle of this season for him.
It has. It's been the big challenge, and it's been the challenge again the entire time. I mean, the kids kind of look at the schedule before the season, and I really think they circle games that, hey, we can win this one, this one, this one. And we're just trying to reprogram them, and it's going to take a while, and hopefully this is a step in the right direction.
Warren County looked very undersized and undermatched. Was that as real as it seemed, or are they is that as, without being critical, I mean, was that just a very weak team, or they had some good athletes? Talk a little bit about the matchup between the two of you, the two teams. They were a little undersized. They were
a little undersized. They've got an athlete there at wide receiver. They got the ball to a little freshman, and boy, he's going to be good in the future. And they're not that bad. I mean, that's what I tried to talk to Coach Johnson, who I just think the world of before and after the game, and said, Coach, hang in there, keep your head up. And even he said, Coach, we're not this bad. And I said, I know. Everybody has an off night, and sometimes it happens. You saw some flashes
of what they're doing with their spread formations and their hurry up, no huddle offense. And of course, they got to score late in the game, and it looked like a pretty good strike in there. Some highlights. Anything going on chemistry-wise with your team, Coach? You're at the halfway point of your first season. What are you seeing chemistry-wise with your crew coming together?
They're really just, like you said, they're coming together. I really think they enjoy playing the game of football, and it's kind of hard to find kids nowadays that just love football. And we have a lot of those, and we have a lot of kids that just love each other, love being in the locker room together, love being on the field. And when this season's over, it's going to be sad for a lot of reasons, but for one, because we're starting to gel as a team. The offensive line come together, and we joke around and kid and play all the time, and we're starting to become a team. And that's what we need to do for this stretch run we're coming up, and I can't wait to get back on the field.
Y'all going to need to muscle everything you can next week. Lincoln County comes into Coffee County. and not one. We haven't beaten Coffee County, I think, since the mid-90s.
1997.
1997. So going to be a tough challenge for your team, but an important one. That if you guys can win this, you've got some eyes opening and some really good momentum heading towards the playoffs.
You know, the challenge is 100% mental though with them. I mean, you watch film. We compare to Lincoln County very well. Talking to Coach Olive, he says you guys and Lincoln County compare very well. You know, you're almost the same team minus one player, and you know we can play them, we can beat them, no problem. But again, it's 100% mental. If these kids look and say, "Hey, we haven't beat them since 1997, we're not supposed to," then it'll get ugly.
They're not supposed to. Again, that's one of those harbingers of a coach's nightmare. I think is what is supposed to be, and what your players are actually thinking is supposed to be. You know, because you never know exactly what's going on in somebody's mind, and whether or not they're really absorbed in this thought of we can't or we can.
Right.
And it never really manifests until till the whistle blows on a Friday night.
And who knows what goes through a 17-year-old kid's mind? I mean, who knows? Who even wants to know?
I have a comment from that. We're going to get to the game here in just a second. We've got action from last night's game about to come up here. We're waiting on some things. We're going to get to a commercial break here before we get started. Stay tuned. You're watching the Coach Lee Davis Red Raider Football Show.
This is Ken Huddleston. And this is KK's Music, Loans, and Jewelry. This is his son, Zach Huddleston. And this is his dad, Ken Sr., better known as KK. You never know what's coming through the door next.
An 1880 Liberty $10 gold piece, a Ruger M77 rifle, 300 Winchester Magnum with a Leopold 25x50 Barry X3 scope.
If you're looking for one-of-a-kind merchandise, come by KK's Music, Loans, and Jewelry in Tullahoma and Manchester.
Hi, I'm Lori Thompson.
And I'm Mike Thompson, and Lori and I have bought the dealership back on Highway 55, Thompson Ford, Tullahoma, Tennessee. It's back, it's wide open for business, and ready to serve you guys in the community.
And we want to thank you for allowing us to raise our children here. We've been here almost 15 years.
We want to thank the community. Without you guys, we couldn't have done it. We know it was your support that allowed us to achieve this dream. Come be a part of the dream, something special. Come see us at Thompson Ford. Ask for Mike or Lori.
The highest standard of trust offers a sense of safety and comfort. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of trust in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
They say you see the world different. It's like I see the miracle of life in even the smallest things. And that's what it feels like to survive. St. Thomas Heart performs the most heart procedures in the state. That experience means more survivors. For more than 40 years, they have been leaders in cardiac care. That's experience you can count on because you want to survive.
Welcome to the Rose Bowl. The team's taking the field. Not many people. Oh, my. He missed. Off to a rough start here. Somebody wants to go home. What's he doing?
If you're not watching college football in HD, you're watching Pee Wee TV. Graduate to Charter TV in HD and let it all in.
And welcome back to the Coach Lee Davis Red Raider Football post-game show. We were watching footage of the Warren County, Coffee County football game at Cardin-Gerald Field last night, and onto the field come the students, the kids in the pink for cancer. We're fighting cancer as well as the Pioneers, and the kids are going to come out here too.
Well, it's a great scene to see that many kids just run out. I mean, we were in the all-white. We decided to change it up a little bit, and we wore our road unis last night, and kind of liked it. It's kind of nice to see us in white at home sometimes.
Here goes the youth kids coming out there. We had sort of smaller numbers last night, but that's become something that kids are really enjoying. And they almost missed out there. Coach, we talked a little bit about this. They mentioned it before the game, the pink uniforms, the socks and everything. Why did y'all do this?
Oh, we're fighting breast cancer awareness. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we've had a lot of kids and a lot of people at the high school that have been affected by breast cancer. And it was just a little thing that we were trying to do to help. I mean, I know that's, I don't know how much we helped, but it was good to do.
It was pretty cool. We've got pink on the field, too. Kickoff, Hunter Smithson takes the opening kickoff back, pitches out to Mr. Downhill, D'Angelo Rozier, who picks up a few yards. D'Angelo, we said earlier, had 190-something yards. We had him around 191 and 3 scores.
Nice little reverse there to Brent Wicks.
That was a new little wrinkle we hadn't seen too much of. I like that.
We did that a couple times last night. This is another little wrinkle. We kind of call this the train. We got 3 receivers stacked out there, and we decided to throw it to Murray and let him run.
Chris Murray, senior, had 143 yards of all-purpose yards on the night, and a heads-up play on an onside kick after Warren County's only score on the night. He ran it back. I guess it was about a 65-yard run back.
It was. This is a new little wrinkle that I guess we put in last night, where we line up the wrong formation and run the wrong motion, then run the wrong route, and then catch it for a first down. I mean, it's pretty good by the Chaz McGee. I mean, he did a good job of making chicken salad there.
Yeah, he did. Grind away to Chaz. First down, Coffee County. You're in the first quarter of the Warren County, Coffee County football game, and D'Angelo Rozier just seemed to be able to lean and slice through and get 6, 7, 8 yards at a clip.
He did, and I put that all in the offensive line. Again, as being an old offensive line guy, I mean, when you make holes and you're driving your feet, it makes the job for the running backs a whole lot easier.
Line did an excellent job. Caleb West was your whole front. Cutshaw, Huddleston, the whole crew of them were eating people all night.
Good job on the sweep. We don't run sweep a lot, but I got a feeling after tonight's game we will more often.
It looked good. It looked good. D'Angelo Rozier, touchdown. 6-0. You're early in the first quarter. I don't think it's quite 8 minutes. I don't have the clock on, but nice little wrinkle here.
Nice little option play to our kicker, and then we decided to onside kick it. We were trying to throw a knockout punch early, and as you could tell, we didn't get the onside kick there, but our defense came up and did an outstanding job of really playing well the whole night.
Warren County goes on offense and spread. Little veer option, not too much. Your defense had their number.
Great job, Charles Jones. I mean, we call his name. You call him about every play. I mean, when he's ready to play, I don't know there's another linebacker as good.
He put on a clinic last night, Coach. I had like right there.
Oh.
I had kids on my youth football team, and all I said was just watch 47.
Yeah. I don't think there'll be another Charles Jones. I mean, he's a different beast. Good job here, Logan Baumstein, fielding the punt, getting what he can, gets the ball on our side of the field. Again, offense comes back out, but as you can tell, the kids are having fun. They're having fun on the sideline. They're enjoying this. They know that they don't lose to Warren County. Nice jump by Wicks.
Good coverage.
After a penalty, we'll move back a little bit, and then we let Murray run.
Chris Murray ran hard last night. I noticed that this is probably the hardest he has run all season in terms of just getting downfield and being tenacious.
And I tell you what else that goes unnoticed, but our wide receivers blocked well last night, all night long. I don't care who was in there, when it was Wicks, Murray, Rule, DeChaz, or anybody else that was in there. boy, they blocked well. And that's something we haven't seen throughout the season, and I was very impressed with that.
Jet sweep, few yards, positive yardage.
Anytime the ball goes forward, we're happy. Good job. We just collapse the line and fall forward 6 yards. That's how power's supposed to be run. That's how I preach to the kids that we need to do it. I mean, if we bust it for 6 yards, that is a great, great play for us.
You just eventually just lean on your opponent and pound on them. And that's what your offensive line did. They were leaning hard on their men. Again, Murray under shotgun, and not too much there. Warren County snuffs that out. Peyton Meeker back under center.
Another reverse to Wicks. It worked well the first time. We decided to do it again, and 7 points.
Morgan on to attempt the extra point.
14-0 right now. Coffee County over Warren County in the first quarter. Morgan's kick is good.
He kicked well all night too.
He did. He had a strong leg. Looked good.
He did.
Nice sign to see Coffee County kicking game solidifying. Not something that we've been known for to specialize in over our history, Coach.
I tell you, if he's got one thing to work on, it's kickoffs. So he wants to put it right out of bounds. We need to lay it right on the pink ribbon is where it's supposed to land and just roll. And he'll practice that, and he'll get better at it throughout the year. Defense back on the field. Good job coming up, making plays. And there's 11 hats in the ball, and that's nice to see.
I was going to say, you've got great gang tackling and had that consistently all night. Your ends played strong, contained. And of course, your linebackers were eating everything. Offsides, and I'd say Warren County had a couple of positive plays. It seemed like every one of them, except their touchdown, was called back for something. And late in the game, you almost you feel bad for a team that's out there because you play football. You know it's not an easy thing to do, and you're out there getting just torn apart. It hurts.
But I was very impressed with the way they kept fighting. We talked all week about this is a team that you never get down because they always keep fighting, and it was good to see on Warren County's behalf that they did keep fighting the entire game. Good job again by Bombstein, just filling the punt, not letting it keep rolling, and now we take over the 30-yard line.
Again, Murray gives.
Jet sweep to Wicks. Good stiff arm. And good job by Peyton Meeker out there at receiver blocking. I mean, I don't think Meeker will ever be known for being a strong blocker, but that was a good job. Power again. That's nice.
Bang, bang. D'Angelo Rozier.
Sometimes I forget he's a sophomore.
Don't you?
Play.
That kept getting mentioned a lot last night on the sidelines, and he's just a sophomore.
Good blocking by our perimeter guys. That's, it doesn't look much when you gain 3 yards, but when your wide receivers are blocking and your kids are still fighting, I'll take that all day.
Back in your train formations?
It's a little train look there. Like I said, flip it out there to Murray and let him run.
Nice gain on that play. Christopher Murray with a few more of his 143 all-purpose yards. Murray's does Murray do the Gatorade for you too? I notice he does the long snapping on kickoffs.
He does. I think he'll drive the bus every now and then.
And he didn't care. He'll do it.
Snap infraction here. The one negative coming out of the whole night was we had way too many penalties. We had snap infractions. We had a little offsides. We just that was very. We'll have to work on that. Here goes Chris Murray again. Good run. And they called him down.
15-0 at the end of the first quarter. Coffee County over Warren County, handling things very well. I'm going to get a quick mention to our sponsors, Mid-South Distributors, for their fantastic water. Come over here now. Sorry. Their fantastic water here. You guys, Coach, if you ever get anything really messed up, like if your players wreck the locker room, you can call DKI or Apex Restoration at 866-461-5508. These guys will clean up and restore anything from fires to water, so any kind of natural or unnatural disaster you may have, give Greg Driver and those boys a call down at Apex Restoration, 866-461-5508. ADC Credit Union. Clock's ticking, your team's ahead. You're in control of the game, you need an offense, it's time for the Ascend option, okay? Ascend Federal Credit Union, well, they're a great bunch of folks. They're always sponsoring our youth events and high school events. If you'd like to find more out about how to earn and spend your money more wisely, call 800-342-3086. It's ADC Federal Credit Union at ascendfcu.org. Guys, we're going to take a quick break and go to some more commercials. Stay tuned.
People's Bank and Trust provides the highest quality services and products available. At People's Bank and Trust, your 100% satisfaction is always our highest priority. Voted Manchester's finest bank and tellers for 2 years in a row. Come let us show you how friendly and helpful our tellers are. People's Bank and Trust offers business and mortgage loans, including auto, farm equipment, lines of credit, commercial real estate loans, business loans, and more. So if you're looking for a bank you can trust, stop by People's Bank and Trust, serving the banking needs of our area since 1906.
It's Truck Month at Stan McNabb, and new trucks are arriving daily. All trucks available with 0% financing, like this new Chevy Silverado. 0% financing plus $5,000 off during Truck Month at Stan McNabb. Plus, every new truck is on sale this month. When nothing but a truck will do, get to Stan McNabb today, the area's largest truck dealer. 2000 North Jackson Street in Tullahoma, under the big American flag.
Get Tullahoma's news first, fast, and free with Tullahoma's news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Jimmy and Jenny bring you local weather, sports, community calendar events, birth announcements, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Tullahoma's news, get it first, fast, and free with news leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Morning Point Assisted Living Residence is not a home, it's simply home for many seniors who just need a little help now and then. Morning Point offers private apartments for your independence. Come and go with the comfort of knowing that Morning Point is always there with qualified healthcare professionals to assist with medications, transportation, and your well-being. Enjoy restaurant-style dining at every meal. Choose participation from a wide variety of activities. Families take comfort in knowing their loved one lives in a safe place with all the benefits of home, plus a little assistance. Morning Point. Life continued.
Excuse me, welcome back here into the second quarter of the Coffee County-Warren County football game. Coffee County wins last night at Cardin Gerald Field, 49-6. Coach Lee Davis's second victory. Connection to Chris Murray, and he's gone.
With a great block by Brent Wicks. I mean, we can't say enough.
And a great block by
Brent
Wicks. He had some fantastic blocks, Coach.
He did. He played well. He played an all-around good game. And here we go again. We're putting some more stuff on film. We try to run this in, and I just...
It's supposed to be an option?
Yeah, it's supposed to be an option. Our option guy got in front of our pitch, so we couldn't do it. It's fine. Like I said, we're just putting stuff on film and trying stuff. We felt like we were in control of the game, so we needed to do some stuff that we've been working on for 8 weeks, and I had no problem with it at all.
Set to kick off. All in all, your kickoff coverage was good. We didn't have too many long runs. I'm trying to remember. There was one that did escape for a few yards, and all in all, nothing returned for 6. So
No, again, David Morgan kicked out of bounds a couple times when we were trying to keep it in, trying to keep it over there on the, just right between the numbers and the sideline, and he just got too much foot into it. And like that, that's a perfect kick for us. I mean, that gives us a chance, and we're allowed to do that, and that's where we want. And David Morgan did a great job there.
Coffee County goes on defense early in the second quarter with a commanding lead in the ball game now, 22-0.
Well, that little freshman right there can play now.
That guy can.
He will, and he's going to be good in the future there. Good job by Chris Murray of hawking him down. Murray talked all week about how much faster he was than that kid, and I guess I got to give him credit when I see him on Monday.
Yeah, he hauled him down a couple of times.
Again, veer option, good job. Great job there. I think they tackled Tyler King, so they little laundry on the field, move the ball back a little bit. Good job there by Smithson coming downhill. Smithson's becoming a really, really good player. I know he started last year as a freshman, and he's starting to grow into his body a little bit, and I can't wait for him to get a little older. As a sophomore now, he still needs a little meat on his bones, and he will be a very, very good player for us in the future.
He's an exciting player. He's a tenacious player. He's a kid that just has one speed and just plays with a tremendous amount of heart. And you just love a kid like that.
And he's kind of the quarterback on the field. He gets us lined up right, and it's not every day you ask a sophomore to do that. Good job there getting pressure on the quarterback, making him throw it away. Again, set up to punt. We're going to get the ball back here in decent field position.
Ball just dies at the 33-yard line. Coffee County goes back on offense. Spread them out a little bit. Aaron Rule on a jet motion.
It's good to see that Rule and Chaz McGee, we were starting to get some of our guys in to get them some rest. It was good to see them in the game and meaningful touches. A lot of times when some kids get in the game, they don't get meaningful touches, but it was very good to see. And I think we got Chumbos in on the offensive line here, so we're rolling some kids in and getting them a little time on the field. Sweep again to Dillinger, and boy, I tell you, if he gets in the open field, he can fly.
Yeah, he can.
Starting corner for us, so we don't like to give him the ball just too much. But
he was my offense one whole year in youth football, coach. It was
stretch to him again. He does a great job of turning it up. Probably should have followed his fullback. After taking a shot like that, I bet next time he will. Penalty, holding again. Holding just killed us. And here's the Chaz McGee again doing a good job of running the right play this time and getting open, making a good catch. And
out in the flat,
good, good job.
Positive yardage.
I guess he knows more than I do because on his busted play, he gained more yards than he did there. So I'm sure I won't hear the end of that. Again, Murray on the tag. That's good. Good blocking. Good job.
Great run.
Great run. Good job, Tyler King kicking, and Caleb West wrapping up on a linebacker and just open the hole. Go again. Jet sweep to the Chaz McGee. Good job. Another holding penalty. Let's move it back. Again, all the penalties just got to make you sick.
Well, they do, and
good job, Rozier.
Right here, he is gone. I think D'Angelo was worried he was going to get pulled out of the game early and was going to get all he could.
He did. He bugged me until after the game about needing one more run, but I think he had plenty. Again, good job, David Morgan, doing what he's supposed to do.
Coffee County goes up by 4 scores. Still plenty of time left in the first half. Card Gerald Field last night. Kickoff, another kickoff for Morgan. He had lots of practice last night.
He did.
And explain to the audience, Coach, why do we kick like this? What's the sense in these sort of quasi-pooch kicks?
These little pooch kicks, we're hoping that our guys on that side that we're kicking to can run down there and make a hit, cause a fumble, or even we've seen where they'll get down there and it's just a humongous onside kick. I mean, they'll beat the ball down there and they're able to catch it, and it also keeps from getting the ball in their best players' hands. I mean, I've always thought and believed that a kickoff is nothing more than a bona fide draw. I mean, you get the ball to their best player and let him go. And we refuse to kick it deep, and so we'll pooch kick it every time, and we'll take that, what we had just then. Good job by the defense there, causing just bottling everything up and turning it back into our linebackers.
Warren County on third down.
A little stop and go here, got him beat. And got behind the coverage, and they made a good play there. Like I said, they ran a stop and go, and our safety, who we bragged on a while ago, decided to step up and jump it. He did.
If that ball was placed out in front of that receiver, that could have been 6 points.
It could have. It sure could have. And we get the ball back here.
They put it on the ground the next play.
And boy, you just feel for them, because I know how the turnovers feel. Again, a little train. Good move by the Chaz, and he puts the ball on the ground. Luckily, Aaron Rule's there to scoop it up. Otherwise, I'd have probably lost my mind.
Breaks go your way when things are going your way.
They do. They do, and you can kind of shake that off a little better when you're up by 4 scores. Again, they're down, but they're still playing hard, and you love to see that, and that's why in the future Warren County will be a good team, because they don't give up. They don't just fold shop and say we're done. Here's our little reverse we've run a couple times there to Aaron Rule.
Nice run, Aaron. Nice stiff arm. Right at 30 yards on the play for Aaron Rule.
Come again with a little power. Good job. Good run there by Jeffrey Simmons. Well, Jeffrey starts for us on defense, and whatever you ask him to do, he's always more than happy to do it.
I was glad to see Simmons get get a score here coming up next, because he pounds it in. Touchdown, Coffee County.
Good, good, good.
Coach, it's 30-something. I can't remember my math. It's probably about to be 35-0. Morgan's kick makes it so. Still first half action with the Warren County football game. Coffee County leading at this point, 35-0. Here at Card Gerald Field in Manchester. So, are you already seeing things watching this albeit a great game? Are you already seeing, as a coach, you're forever the critic and the teacher? Are you seeing things now that you got to work on?
Absolutely. As for watching this game right now, I can't wait for Monday's practice. I mean, I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, we've got to improve this, and this, just right off the top of my head, and I can't. Like I said, I love practice, and I love practicing with these kids, so I can't wait to get back there.
Your defense closed a lot faster. It seemed that you had the numbers there quicker this week than you did on some of the previous weeks. Instead of it being 1 or 2 people on a ball carrier, there were 4 or 5. Nice cut up the middle there.
Again, that's a freshman, and boy, he can flat scoop.
Yeah, he can. Coach, maybe they like Coffee County residency here.
That would be nice.
That would be nice. The quarterback just throws it away, or miscommunication more than likely.
And I tell you, I thought their offensive line did a really good job of protecting the quarterback. They kept him upright from our defensive line, and watching this, that's one thing we've got to improve on. Is we've got to get a better pass rush. Again, they're dinking and dumping down the field, and they're putting together a good drive here. I like how we keep fighting. We always tell the kids, get them down and make them snap it again, and this is one reason why. I mean, we hold them here and they don't get a score, put a great goal line stand together.
Personal foul penalty comes up right there and makes this 1st and 10. I want you to see, Coach.
Well,
you know what happens here?
I do know what happens. It's supposed to make it 1st and 10. I think the officials got a little confused here, and they gave us the ball awful early.
2 plays evaporated from Warren County's potential run. I'm not sure anybody really realized it at the time.
I did. That's why I was a little hesitant on putting the offense on the field. But when the refs looked at me and pointed 1st down for us, I didn't argue. Here we come, defense off the field, and Warren County they kind of didn't get their 3rd or 4th down there. But I'm not going to argue. It's nice to see things go our way. Right before halftime here, we're just trying to pound it, get the ball out, and let the bands take the field. It's a good run here by Murray. He shed a couple tackles, and there for a minute I thought he'd be gone.
He had used his vision very well, changed directions, and we're winding last seconds down to halftime. 35-0. Coffee County is handily over Warren County. We're going to take a quick break and be right back in just a moment.
This is Ken Huddleston, and this is KK's Music, Loans, and Jewelry. This is his son, Zach Huddleston, and this is his dad, Ken Sr., better known as KK. You never know what's coming through the door next.
An 1880 Liberty $10 gold piece, a Ruger M77 rifle, 300 Winchester Magnum with a Leopold 25x50 Barry X3 scope.
If you're looking for one-of-a-kind merchandise, come by KK's Music, Loans, and Jewelry in Tullahoma and Manchester.
Hi, I'm Lori Thompson.
And I'm Mike Thompson, and Lori and I have bought the dealership back on Highway 55, Thompson Ford, Tullahoma, Tennessee. It's back, it's wide open for business, and ready to serve you guys in the community.
And we want to thank you for allowing us to raise our children here. We've been here almost 15 years.
We want to thank the community. Without you guys, we couldn't have done it. We know it was your support that allowed us to achieve this dream. Come be a part of the dream, something special. Come see us at Thompson Ford. Ask for Mike or Lori.
The highest standard of trust offers a sense of safety and comfort. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of trust in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
They say you see the world different. It's like I see the miracle of life in even the smallest things. And that's what it feels like to survive. St. Thomas Heart performs the most heart procedures in the state. That experience means more survivors. For more than 40 years, they have been leaders in cardiac care. That's experience you can count on because you want to survive.
Welcome to the Rose Bowl. The team's taking the field. Not many people. Oh, my. He missed. Off to a rough start here. Somebody wants to go home. What's he doing?
If you're not watching college football in HD, you're watching Pee Wee TV. Graduate to Charter TV in HD and let it all in.
back for action for Coffee County, Warren County game. I can't get Austin Cutshaw off my brain, Coach.
It's really
what
nice.
An idiot.
Oh, it's nice when you doing a TV show early in the morning and you get texts from your players letting you know how
they love
how much they appreciate you this morning.
Well, hello to Cutshaw and Poodle, wherever you all are and whatever y'all are doing.
I know they only do this when we win by 49.
Yeah, well, let's do it more often. It's a lot of fun.
Again, David Morgan leads them out of bounds. We just got to practice that better. We've got to get better on our kickoff team. And I was glad here they told us to kick it again. You get that once it's a penalty and it goes out of bounds, they give you the option of either taking the ball or making them kick it again. So I was kind of glad they made us do this.
I didn't really understand that one, but. Morgan boots it deep.
I thought he got in the end zone. I really did, and I was hoping for his sake he did. And that was a great play of coming up and making a good hit.
Warren County is flagged with a block in the back penalty at that point. Some kind of illegal block. They go on offense, trailing 35-0. Start of the second half, and much of the same. The defense is stifling. And Coach, at this point, we got our first series, first team offense and defense rolling in this first series, but we're about to open up the gates and let the white jerseys get dirty.
We are. I hated that some of the white jerseys didn't get to play. The mercy rule is in effect here, which means the clock continues to run the whole time, whether they're spotting the ball, if it goes out of bounds, if it's an incomplete pass. It doesn't matter. They keep the clock running. And we had a plan, all the coaches coming in, of who we were going to play and how we were going to do this. And I just hate that the clock ran out and a lot of kids didn't get to play.
Murray missed the opportunity to get flagged for a late hit on that. The referee reached for his flag and then just stopped. I watched him do it.
I watched him do it too, and I think he was reaching for his flag and couldn't find it, to be honest with you. I think he couldn't figure out where his flag was to throw it.
He reached for one of his bean bags.
But here we go, first drive. Wasn't too happy with the first drive of the second half. I mean, it's a good run there, but we put the ball on the ground. I think we lost a lot of focus coming out of halftime. Here we run sweep. It just kind of makes you sick when you've got a team down and it's time to put them away and we lose focus.
Well, that's something these kids have got to realize that's going to be going into heavier battles. It's how you come out of that halftime and keeping that momentum going, especially from a good first half, is critical.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, you can lose this ball game's not settled. 35 points have been scored in one half before.
And here's third and long, and here we were going to run the ball and punt it off, and I was going to yell at the offense. And again, you give it to number one, and he just makes things happen. It's a great run, and he takes it to the house.
See ya.
And then that makes me a little happier.
Extra point attempt coming up. David Morgan on to kick it.
Good job. Put the defense back on the field.
Now it is 42-0. We are still not done scoring. Early or probably about midway through the third quarter right now. Again, Coach, we just sort of did what we wanted to do all night.
We did, and it's good tackle by our kickoff team.
Good coverage, good.
Very, very good coverage. Give them the ball on a 20-yard line, and you make anybody go 80 yards, and it's hard. Good catch, good throw.
The quarterback did a good job of getting away from pressure. And
they tackled Tyler King on that one again. They tackled Tyler a couple times there Friday night. And what's great about that kid is he got held, he got tackled, everything you could think of happened to him, and he never complained once. Never looked at an official and yelled, throw the flag, or never said anything to us about it. He just went out and did his business. Job, tip ball. Logan Baumstein just he hurt his knee on that play. We were worried sick about him.
Any kind of status on him?
I talked to his dad this morning, and we're just kind of waiting to see.
Freaky play. Did the player came in? Warren County player came in on the side from him. And did he hurt it going down, or was
I think he got his cleat stuck in the ground. I don't know for a fact, but I think it was. I'm hoping it's just kind of a hyperextension. You know, ice it, rest it. He'll be ready to go next week.
Brett Wixon playing some defense. Hadn't seen a lot of him on D, Coach. Good lick right there from Mr. Wicks.
He did. He had a good night. Had an interception. He can play when he wants to. When he's ready to play, he is one of the best. Again, with the mercy rule in effect, the quarters don't take long at all to go by.
Fourth quarter action is about to start. We'll be back with that in just a few minutes. Before we go, I want to make a mention Cheryl Pest Control. If you got bugs, go see Cheryl Pest Control, 728-4290. Junior and company out there can kill your bugs. We'll be right back with the Coach Lee Davis Red Raider Football Show.
Bank & Trust provides only the highest quality services and products available. At People's Bank & Trust, your 100% satisfaction is always our highest priority. Voted Manchester's finest bank and tellers for 2 years in a row. Come let us show you how friendly and helpful our tellers are. People's Bank & Trust offers business and mortgage loans, including auto, farm equipment, lines of credit, commercial real estate loans, business loans, and more. So if you're looking for a bank you can trust, stop by People's Bank & Trust, serving the banking needs of our area since 1906.
It's Truck Month at Stan McNabb, and new trucks are arriving daily. All trucks available with 0% financing, like this new Chevy Silverado. 0% financing plus $5,000 off during Truck Month at Stan McNabb. Plus, every new truck is on sale this month. When nothing but a truck will do, get to Stan McNabb today, the area's largest truck dealer. 2000 North Jackson Street in Tullahoma, under the big American flag.
Get Tullahoma's news first, fast, and free with Tullahoma's news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Jimmy and Jenny bring you local weather, sports, community calendar events, birth announcements, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Tullahoma's news, get it first, fast, and free with news leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Morning Point Assisted Living Residence is not a home, it's simply home for many seniors who just need a little help now and then. Morning Point offers private apartments for your independence. Come and go with the comfort of knowing that Morning Point is always there with qualified healthcare professionals to assist with medications, transportation, and your well-being. Enjoy restaurant-style dining at every meal. Choose participation from a wide variety of activities. Families take comfort in knowing their loved one lives in a safe place with all the benefits of home, plus a little assistance. Morning Point. Life continued.
We are back. Fourth quarter action for the Warren County-Coffee County game. I'm your host, Chip Ramsey with the Saturday Independent, with Coach Lee Davis of the Coffee County Red Raiders.
Good job, Charles Jones.
Charles Jones.
He was all over the field all night.
The beast of Coffee County. Excuse me, Coach. Jones was in on lots of tackles all night.
Good
nice catch. Good pass, only where it could be placed.
Great job. I mean, they didn't quit. I love to see a team that never quits, and they didn't all night long. Go for two. He just drops it. I mean, I feel for him because I know how it feels here. Great play.
This is amazing. I mean couldn't have walked it to the wrong person anymore.
I kind of thought that too. When they kicked it and I saw two had it, I thought, like, wow, can you kick it to the worst possible player? I mean, he just took it to the house.
Chris Murray, number 2, scoops it in and goes for 6 for Coffee County's final score of the night. Immediately following a Warren County score, their only score of the night. 49-6 is your score at this time.
And again, I've got offensive guys that are on the sidelines that we'd put together. We were going to have come in, and next thing I know, we score and have to kick off again defensively. Like I said, I told you earlier, I felt bad for some of the white shirts. We had them over there lined up, getting ready to go, and now the clock's still ticking.
Your 4-2 defense matched up very well with this type of offense, did it not?
It does. It really does. And you see here, we kind of even got in the little 5-man box because they were throwing so much, and it was late, and 3 down linemen, 2 linebackers, and put a lot of speed on the field. And it worked out great. And I tell you, there's a kid on the field. He starts for us that, for some reason, I have no clue why we don't call his name very much, but Odom, number 81, Jesse or Odom there, linebacker for us. He's going to be a beast in the future. We really can't wait to get him in the weight room. He moved in, and he can flat out play.
Incomplete pass. Again, a lot of mop-up duty for some younger players.
We do. I mean, it's good to see. It's good to have the youngsters on the field.
Several different jerseys on the field there.
Here we go. We got our young offensive line in. Got some freshman backs and all. There's Flowers, who ran the ball at fullback. Like I said, new offensive line, new quarterback. And we got our tailbacks in. We love our 2 freshman tailbacks, Little House and Little Carter. We think they're going to be real good in the future, and I just can't wait to see them when they grow up and get some meat on their bones. Somebody needs to feed both of them.
Coffee County lines up. What were we in? Some kind of punt formation?
Yeah, we're punting a little bit. We getting some funky formations to punt out of. We can never do anything easy. We'll just get some kind of crazy stuff and punt it.
Warren County spreads it out, empty backfield, back on offense.
Good job, Zach Watson. Zach Watson's been sick all week. It was good to see him back among the living. Good pick, Brent Wicks. That's being in the right place at the right time, and that's a great job on his part. Back on the field offensively. And here comes Chumbos. So this is a part that I can't wait to get back to practice to work on this young bunch, to get them better. And because when you get in games here, you need to get first downs and run the clock. And these guys need a lot of work.
Who's under center now, Coach?
It's David Keith.
David Keith.
David Keith's another name you're going to hear a lot of in the future. He plays quarterback on the freshman level, and will be a very, very good free safety for us.
And there's your final score. Coffee County, excuse me, wins it, running away with it, 49-6 over Warren County. We've talked all game. Coach, next week we've got Lincoln County. Quite a different scenario and big time implications for us here in our region, right?
Right. I mean, it's I'd like to call it a rivalry game, but if you haven't won since '97, I don't know how much of a rivalry it is.
Well,
but any of these county games around here, they mean a lot. It's a lot of bragging rights. You got a lot of people in the community in Coffee County that really want to be able to brag to all the other counties around that, hey, our football team's better than yours.
Coach, we've got a couple awards to give out. Offensive, defensive players of the game. The 2 Purple Pigs sponsored players of the game. Kids that win it get $25 worth of wings. Coach, defense, who we got?
Defense, it's hard not to give to Charles Jones.
Hard not to give to Charles Jones.
I mean, I'm sitting there looking for anybody else to give it to, but when Charles plays like he did tonight, it's Charles Jones.
All right. On offense, Coach, another kind of hard one because there's some standout studs on this one this week, but who gets it?
Again, we could give it to just about 11 guys really, and I wouldn't have a problem with it, but The 2 Purple Pigs Player of the Week offensively goes to D'Angelo Rozier.
D'Angelo Rozier. We'll just pencil in D on there, okay?
Maybe he'll take his coach to eat some wings.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice of him. Coach, I want to thank you for being here. You've been watching the Red Coffee. Shoot, what am I saying? What are we watching here?
I don't know.
We're watching the Lee Davis Red Raider football show live. And be sure to look for the replays later today and tomorrow. Coffee County wins it over Warren County 49-6, 2-4, heading into a huge matchup next week against Lincoln County. Look for more scores at tsinews.com or pick up the Saturday Independent. We'll have more information about next week's game. Coach, thanks a lot.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Make sure everybody comes out to the game.
Yeah, pack the stands.